Hey, what's up everybody? Jaythestingray here once again. This is going to be another response video to Spannersgerm669, my good buddy Adam. Really digging these videos, Adam. Please keep doing the discussion videos. That's the main reason I'm here, is for discussion with my uh, fellow horror fans, like-minded folks, mainly because I don't come across very many people that are that big into horror, in my day-to-day life. So enjoy talking with you guys, and I love the discussions, and please keep doing these videos, Adam. They're great. But this video is about violence in horror films and why horror fans are so obsessed with violence. And his exact video title is "Morbid Curiosity with On-Screen Violence." And lots of theories go into this, and I think it really just boils down to humans being violent creatures in general. And I, Adam mentioned in his video that he didn't like boxing or any kind of cage fighting, sports like that. I love sports like that. I love team sports as well, but I've always loved boxing, and past recent years I've gotten into the MMA fighting as well. But I'm not a violent person. Not in my day-to-day life. Like everyone else, violent tendencies and whatever, but, watching horror films seems to be a way to release some of these emotions. You get a surge of, whatever chemicals in the brain that are released when that happens, and we're just violent by nature. It's just who we are. We can, file down our canine teeth all we want. We're still animals. We're still violent. And maybe horror films are a way for us to express that in a more socially acceptable way. A way that instead of just beating someone up or whatever you want to insert the violent act upon someone else. We could do that and maybe get that release without going to prison or whatever. But really interesting question. People always want to bring up violent video games, violent movies, even violent music as the cause of people being violent. And it's almost like a nature versus nurture argument. I don't believe that really has anything to do with it at all. Mainly because I've listened to violent music, played the most violent video games, and watched the most violent movies pretty much my whole life. Whether or not my parents wanted me to or not, I found a way. And I turned out okay, and I really think it boils down to parenting, and parents showing the kids what's correct, what's incorrect to do in society, and you know, probably some sort of deformities, in the brain is what makes people act out on those certain things on a regular basis. Which is why those certain people are in prison in our societies, and why the people that can not act on their violent tendencies are able to live in society. But uh, I don't think that the kids playing violent video games is going to necessarily make them violent, but they need a positive role model, parent, brother, sister, whatever you want to say, someone in their life explaining to them what they should be doing, what they shouldn't be doing. Because I think that's the most important factor. These kids don't know what's right or wrong, so you know they do whatever kids do these days. But yeah, really interesting question. And as a horror fan, I believe Adam brought this up, you do get kind of stigmatized as being a horror fan, as being a freak, whatever you're a violent person, whatever you want to insert. But there are people form opinions about you when you like certain horror films, certain types of films, and it's really not, I don't know, not fair. But I guess people basing their opinions on things that have happened. Talk about the West Memphis Three. People, they listen to satanic music, therefore they were satanic kids, and that's why they did whatever they did. But without getting into that, people were forming their opinions based upon things that have happened in the past. So, you know, the kids that play video games, violent video games, went and, you know, did the school shootings at Columbine. You know, it's very easy to put blame on something like that. That's why people choose to do it, because it's the easy way out. It's a lot easier than saying, "Hey, I was a shitty parent and I wasn't there when my kid needed me to explain. Don't go shoot people in your school." You know, obviously the parents weren't there. You know, and maybe the other stimuli in their lives had something to do with that. But the fact of the matter is, you know, lots of kids do that and they're not violent people. So the argument's not there. Um, but yeah, you know, we all get stigmatized. Say, you know, you're buying a violent film. Obviously, you're a sicko. But you know, I'm relatively squeamish when it comes to stuff in real life. I enjoy watching a lot of that in film. But you know, I could never be a doctor or anything like that. Blood, you know, I don't faint or anything. I just, you know, I'm not a pleasant experience for me. But yeah, really interesting stuff, and I'd be interested to see what you guys have to say on it as well. But yeah, Adam, keep it up, man. Great stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.